to get over it. Oh, you gotta be, man, let us do our interview.
Yeah, man, it's our interview.
If you gonna do the interview, say something.
Yeah.
Or at least run it by us.
Yo.
Just run up in there talking about it.
Yo.
Boy, I had good questions back though.
Yo.
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 I was ready to turn it down.
Yo.
And then turn it right back up.
Yo.
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 Turn the interview up.
Yo.
And then throw it in the truck.
Yo.
And then pull it out and put it in the cup.
Okay, that was, I don't know what that one, that was off. So, tell me, what do you feel?
Boy, I tell you, you don't gotta tell me to tell you.
Okay.
Well, I tell me, tell you.
Tell me, tell you, tell who is listening.
Now, I said, I'm gonna tell me to tell them. That's how it go. Alright, so this is how I checked it out. I was looking, I was like, man, I already got some deep things to say. You know, they're talking about how he grew up fighting. He was fighting with Floyd. Well, he wasn't fighting with Floyd.
Well, you got him.
But when he fought, he was talking about when a grown man threw an alcoholic beverage in his 10-year-old sister's face. That was the most disrespectful thing you could do. How can you do that to a little 10-year-old?
Man, to be honest with you, I don't even know what I would have done. I probably would have blacked out and then blacked right back in. Wait, what? Get knocked out?
What?
Boy, I don't get knocked out. You don't know who you're talking to.
Actually, if you black out, think about it. When you come back in, it's called a white out. White in. White in.
No. Anyways, I don't know what I would have done, man. I would have handled the situation like it was crazy. I would have went, boy, I told you, I would have went Goku and said, come on here, man, your way.
Nah, boy, you would have got knocked out.
Boy, you crazy. You don't even know. But I don't know what I would have done, man. It would have been crazy. Like he said, if he would have think back and how he would have done it before now, or as he is now, he said he would have done it. He would have handled it much better, but he still feel that he would have done it again.
I mean, when he said he had step brothers, sisters, mothers, but to them they all family. So you ain't never hear them called step mom, step bro, step sis. He called them all brother, mom, sis, which really shows which really goes to show that
really shows to go.
When you think about it, everyone's family. Just the fact that you accepting them, man.
Accepting them in, like the community and the police. You have to accept each other in. Stop fighting.
Boy, if you don't get lost, I'm just playing, boy.
That's it.
Because I told him, look, I normally come over there at 3:30. I'll be over there about 6. You know, I had somebody over there to help me out, so I'll be there about 6. But I do not physically work for you guys. You know, I mean, it's pretty much, it was a volunteer job, you know, just really a contribution because they told me I can open up a nonprofit program. But when I got involved with the kids, they canceled it and said I couldn't do it under the city's banner.
So, did you decide to create your own nonprofit, or is that a process?
I decided to just stay here where my family is, and as kids come through, we give them the same identical thing as I was doing over there. You know, because I know I used to do it in the park with kids. You know, like your kids wanted to come and learn boxing, we do it in the park. I would do it in the park, have them do their homework, make sure the grades was right, you know, mentor them. You know, if they got something that they can't talk to you about, they feel better talking to another adult about, or an older brother, you know, and let them know that we do care. You know, because that's the way we was all raised together.
You know? How long ago was that?
That's been maybe 5 years.
Oh, wow.
4 years, 5 years.
And that's something that you guys are looking to get back into, or something you
We've got so many things that we're anticipating on doing. I mean, even here, because the facility is no longer big enough for everything that we got going on because of the icon that Floyd has become. You know what I mean? People just want to come here to say they come here. You know, but when they come here, they enjoy learning what they're learning, because people come here with a misconception about what they get when they get here. You know, well, we didn't know how you would accept us, or we're woman, we're white, we're Mexican. We accept everybody. This is probably the only gym in the world you can go to and take your kids as long as your kids are respectful. You know, but as long as you come with respect, everybody is respectful. But don't think I'm not going to talk to him, he's not going to talk to somebody else. We all communicate.
Right, it's family.
It's family. You know, I mean, it's not like we're gonna have conflicts with each other about something that's going on that's not pertaining to Mayweather Boxing Club.
And you said how long you been? You said you've been with the Mayweather camp, what, 40 years or something?
I've been with this family for 40 years.
And what was that experience like? And still to be here today, that's a long time. 40 years is a long time.
It's a wonderful feeling, but when people try to come on and say they want to help me, when they find out who's my mentors, who's my trainers, it changes everything. It's a misconception because they say, well, you know more than I do, how can I train you? You know, well, you can't really train me because Roger's always going to train me. He's always going to be my alpha. You know, so regardless of what somebody tells me, whether I'm training people in the corner now, I still look to Roger, Floyd, for advice. Even Steve, everybody can give you advice. You know, but I'm not going to let someone come up and heckle me that hasn't been here and done it before. You know, it's not necessarily saying that we're the only best in the world, but they are the best in the world to me. And that's how I feel. You know, I mean, this family has came from rags to riches. But the thing is, this is a family going on both sides of Floyd's family to where everybody's united. Even though it's two different families, everybody's still united when we all come together.
And it's always been that way?
Always been that way. You know, I mean, you figure I was trained by Roger, Floyd. They have a cousin that got killed because we got into a fight with a gang when I was 15 and they killed him. And Floyd's mom and auntie used to babysit me. You know, so I mean, really, it's like when we grew up, everywhere you go, everybody's your elder. You know, respect has died out. And that's what we have here is respect for each other. And we try to let all the kids come here learn from the bottom up.
So when these kids come in, is it more at-risk kids or is it just kids from the community? And if there is at-risk kids, do you treat them any differently than?
No, we don't treat them no different because you're an at-risk kid to them because they've labeled you that. What is an at-risk kid? We're all at risk,
Like that.
one way or the other. You know, I mean, so really we can't take society and say we're at risk. Why are we at risk? Because we're from an urban community? Are we at risk because our mother and father are struggling to take care of us? Are we at risk because 99% of our population is raised by a single parent? You know, I mean, I enjoy being able to give back to kids with what they're not getting.
And to you, that's a big difference.
It's a big difference. It's a big difference. I mean, there's kids that come here. We got clients here, and we say clients because they pay for what they're learning. Because I've learned that they're going to take our knowledge and go to somebody else, and they're going to take the credit for something that you've established and instilled in them. So my mentors taught me to get compensated for something that I am doing in a positive manner. You know, but at the same time, if I get a kid that's dedicated, knowingly, we all know if they can't physically afford it monetarily, we do take care of that. You know, we try to handle that differently. You know, it's not like everything here is a monetary value. They look at us, the money team is not about money, it's about showing you what you can achieve. You know, people read TMT as being arrogant, and it's not. You know, what we are is positive influence on other people and showing them what you can establish, and Floyd tries to make sure that it is dealt out to everybody.
So you're saying that when people come here, they're getting an experience?
Oh, you're getting an experience all the way around. I mean, if you just come here and sit throughout the day and watch different avenues and the way different people are being handled, You know, if you watch a trainer that's not really affiliated with us and see what they're teaching the kid and the way the kid is learning according to the way our kids are being dealt with, you'll see two totally different factors.
So what keeps you passionate?
What keeps my passion is being able to make a difference for kids and always having a love of the sport. Me, I was arrested at 16 years old for an attempted murder case, so I lost 11 scholarships to go to school. But Roger guaranteed me if I kept boxing, he'd get me out of Grand Rapids, and he did.
So how long was you boxing?
I've been boxing since I was 7.
Wow.
You know, but I lost any type of grants I had coming from the government, any type of scholarships you're ineligible to achieve. You know, but I was able to come here and made a lot of money, made probably more money than you would think. People at 18 years old being given $100,000 to do something that you love doing. You wake up fighting in your neighborhood every day anyway, so why not get paid for it? But I wasn't able to succeed the way I should because in order to be on probation, you had to have a job. You know, and thank God that Mr. Hilton, the owner of the Hilton Corporation, gave me a job, personally. You know, meeting him when I was training with Larry Holmes, you know, training at the hotel with Larry Holmes and his crew.
So if Roger wouldn't have encouraged you to continue boxing, what do you think you probably would have done?
I really can't say because the way I grew up, I was influenced by pimps, drug dealers, really not knowing how to treat women because of what you see. You know, so I really can't say because I still have a lot of respect in the streets from other people, but it's not the way I want to see other kids go about it. You know, it's a time to turn your cheek and say, well, how are they achieving this? How are the other people achieving this? Not really on a color scale, just on a cultural scale. You know, get our people out of the neighborhoods and let them do better and show them that it can be done and, you know, and kept that way.
And you also spoke about when you had that opportunity and you decided to go with the opportunity and all these opportunities that came for you. What would you say to those individuals who, because I think more than anything what you did is you just didn't quit.
Right.
So,
I didn't quit, but I learned. See, when I was arrested, it was just for a street fight. It wasn't for nothing major, like went out robbing, stealing. It was a street fight because the neighbor threw vodka in my 10-year-old face.
And we've all had street fights.
Matter of fact, I think Floyd and everybody was there. It was all little kids, but I took her out of her house and beat her in the street. Then I got into it with her boyfriend. So naturally, you got 2 cases here, and then here it is. I'm 4-time amateur boxing champion, so they charge you with all this. We have to know the limitation of what we do, and if we don't know the circumstances to follow, you know, we don't know which way to go with it.
So what was your turning point? What was your turning point to the point where you said, because you said I didn't know earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When I grew up around the pimps, and this is what we was taught. And that's what I share with my sons also. When you come to a certain environment, if that's all it is that you see, then you don't know any different because you didn't see anything more. Right. Versus what it is that you see on television. What was your turning point to where wisdom came into your mind and you said, you know what, I wasn't making the best decision when I did that, and I don't think this way anymore?
Actually, my turning point was actually when I came out here, meeting different people, meeting people of status, actually rubbing arms with multimillionaires that are actually talking to you like you're one of them without saying you don't belong here. Instead of, it's usually our own people that's keeping us down. But when you came out here, you can live in these big houses as long as you can afford them. All they want to know is how are you getting them? Where's this money coming from? Once they know that, you're on a safe haven. But I've always had people like Boza would ask me. He got me a fight one time in Utah, and it was for a title, a Utah State Championship. I can't be Utah State champion, so they gave me 2 points. Moses said, man, why is it you're not boxing? So I told him what the situation was because he called me and we leave overnight. I'm like, that's how my fights work. You call me today, we fight tomorrow because I couldn't train like everybody else. And then he got on to me about why was I so stupid doing what I did. To us, it's not stupid. But he's from a whole different culture.
Right.
You know, I mean, he told me I ruined my whole life. People have told me I ruined my whole life. But like I tell people, I don't have to sit with my back to doors now. You know, I mean, I can sit with my back to doors now. I don't have to worry about who's looking for who and what's going on because I'm a whole different person. Same individual, but a different person.
So in reality, you have to get out of your environment to see.
Exactly. Well, you are a product of your environment
Right.
if you choose to be. But I didn't choose to be. It was just the way it was. You know, it was just that particular day, defending my family is what we're taught to do. You know, which he asked me, would I do it again? I think I would, but I'd do it differently.
Right.
You know, I'd go and file charges, so I'd do that. But the way we grew up, you being heckled about it because you didn't do nothing about it.
Right. And that's not good in the neighborhood.
It's not good in the neighborhood.
It's not acceptable.
Because you test it every time you walk
Right.
down that street now.
Exactly.
You know, but the main thing now is giving back to kids, and that's what we're trying to do.
What sport was it that you played?
Basketball.
Basketball. Okay. So would you say that you would you're a better boxer or you're a better trainer?
You know what? I don't know. I think really looking back, I think now I'm a better trainer than I was a boxer.
And you think you're a better person?
I'm a much better person now. I'm a much better person. I mean, I can walk away from situations now. I can look people in the eye and tell them to kiss my butt without literally saying kiss my butt. You know, so really it's not what you do, it's how you do it.
How you do it.
I mean, yesterday I was called a nigger by a girl for no reason. So you go ahead and walk off, but told her boyfriend, get your girlfriend before I hit you. I'm not going to hit your girlfriend. I'm going to hit you because you're allowing her to talk to me like that. And I've done nothing to this girl but open the door for her. Open the door at McDonald's so she can come out. Didn't even touch her. I don't know if she was irritated, high, drunk, or what. But I wouldn't belittle myself to go there.
It's funny that you said that, and the reason why I say it is because it's what a lot of our youth are dealing with right now as far as the name. So they don't know how to channel that emotions because they also come from the same environment. What would you say to those individuals who have been called that name, but the anger comes so quick to the point where they already reacted?
Well, I think the anger comes because we don't really know the definition of the word. The definition of the word is an ignorant individual. Now, in the first Webster dictionary, when you pull up the word, it shows a man with an afro being a black man. And I literally had to show people this in a Webster's dictionary, an old Webster dictionary, at my job. They said, no, what do they say? They say, nigga, right there. It's a picture of a man with an afro. White boys ain't never had no afro like this. So I'd say that's the same as telling what you're acting niggerly. It don't mean you're acting black. It means that you're acting disrespectful, ignorant, stupid. So we don't affiliate ourselves with that around here. You know, we don't have slander going back and forth through the gym. There's no name calling. Yeah, people have arguments, people have disagreements, but it's dealt with differently.
So if someone was to ask you, who are you? And you was to sum that up in 3 words, what would you say?
Positive, energetic, crazy, positive, energetic, people person or a team player.
Yeah, I was watching yesterday and I saw how energetic you are with the youth.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, but even how they become like really, really excited, when you're doing that training.
Right.
What keeps it? Because I know you say it's the youth, and maybe because of where it is that you came from, is that what keeps you motivated?
No, I think what keeps me motivated is watching my trainer after so many years. After watching Roger for so many years, taking kids they can barely walk and teaching them how to hit hand pads like they're professionals. And me, I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to do what he do, but I do it in a different way. He'll teach them how to hit the hand pads. Hand pads are not really my forte, so my thing is teaching you what to do in the ring, when to do it, why to do it, and the different avenues of what I was taught from him and his family, because there's a reason why you're doing what you're doing.
You have any children?
3.
Okay.
3.
And how would you like to be remembered from a legacy perspective?
Me, I just like to be remembered as one that was there to help people. And I'm good with that. Really, I just like to be known as one that try to change the way people think.
I have another question for you.
Yes, sir.
It's a little awkward. If you had 2 things that you can do in the society as a whole, what would be those 2 things?
As a whole, I would like to bring more people together. I mean, really, mainly as our black people. Even though my mother's has a white side and an Indian side, but it don't matter to me because I was not raised with them. They never acknowledged me, so I really don't give a dang about it. But really, I would like people to learn how to get along as one. And push together, because that way we can achieve what we're trying to get. We not mainly hold our own people back from achieving. They feel if you succeed, it's your job to take care of the world. It's not your job. Your job is to continue to aid and assist somebody, but not make it a walk in the park, because nothing is easy. Nothing is easy. And really, another thing I would like to do is have more families as one. Instead of men having kids, we going and we think everything is good. Have more families, our own family. Even though we already have kids with somebody, hold on a minute, it's still my family. My father had 24 kids, but it was never going to be a time where I say that's my stepbrother or stepsister. I still call their mothers my mama. That's my mama over there, And when they come to my house, they still my brothers and sisters. It's never a step. You walk up steps. You don't love them. Me and my family, we're all close.
Yeah, I know you also spoke about the first one that you said that you would, for people to come together, and what do you think a solution to that? Because that's something that is missing. What is your solution to that? Or how do you see something of that magnitude happening?
Some of the basic sins: envy, jealousy, hate. I'm not going to get mad at you because you succeed or you got something I wanted. I'm going to keep being me. But I can't get upset with what you got. I'm probably one of the most pleasant people in the world. Happy for you to get what you get. I'd rather boost you more than to keep you where you are.
So would you say that you're working with these youth and when, because you want it to be unity, when you train the youth, or you're also mentoring them to be that way also?
I'm also mentoring them, but I also try and get into their head to do better in school. With me, that's number one. I work with a kid that's trying to do better in school. I work with a kid that's being bullied. I work with a kid that's low self-esteem for nothing. As long as that kid is productive, I'm good with it.
Well, I want to say that we're excited to be here.
Yes, sir.
And not only are we excited to be here, but we're thankful to be able to come in here to be a part of, the TMT, where we're able to show footage and to assist the youth from that perspective. So we're very thankful that you guys have opened up your doors and allow us to do that. And we just want to say to you that we were motivated, not just by Steve, but was motivated by you, was motivated by Dominique, the guys who gave us an interview, and just their energy. And I think what we said the last time when we came, when we spoke with Nate and brother Floyd Mayweather Sr., is they were so warm and welcoming.
Correct.
And you're right, because when you do watch media, because we're all kind of like gather some type of notion or idea based upon what it is that we see, and it could be the wrong perception.
Right.
But what we saw and how we felt, we said to our sons, you guys got to come down here, you know, and they felt exactly the same way when they came in. We down here for 2 weeks.
Right.
We had a conversation yesterday about what if we was to leave tomorrow.
Correct.
And what they said to us is, you want to say what it is you guys said?
I said, I think it would be fine. Like, this was the best vacation that I ever took. Just to come down and do interviews with, like, the money team.
Right.
It's just, like, great experience. So.
Well, we try to get around and do things, you know, give time to schools is what we were doing before. I used to go to schools and do after school programs with teaching kids boxing for 2 hours every Monday, you know, and we'll probably get into something like that later on, but first we gotta let our fighters establish themselves in the market as an elite fighter. Then we can actually go back out and get our own, because we gotta get to where people coming in, we got support, sponsorship from different companies, and that'll make me feel better, because it's not Floyd's job to provide for everything. As much as I love him, much as we all care about him, it's not his job to provide for everything, but we got to be given the opportunity to go out and get that and receive that from the public. You know, after getting so many marks for negativity, they'll talk about how negative they are, but the same people throwing a knife in his back are the same people coming here telling him how great he is.
Wow.
So what do? We go right back at him and ask for sponsorship. Represent yourself. Show us how much you appreciate it. You know, you getting $5,000 and $10,000 tickets to fights. Show us how much you appreciate that. You know, he shouldn't be slandered the way he's slandered. Because the door is open. We actually physically tried to charge $1 a head for people coming in wanting to take pictures. He said no. He said no, don't do it. He said don't do that. You physically try to talk to them, no, get back, let them say what they want to say.
So how do you foresee the gym in the next 2 years?
In the next 2 years, bigger, somewhere else. Maybe this one will just be for the guys that are main event fighters, pay-per-view fighters and so forth. We need a boxing academy. You know, we need to, because we take kids to boxing school because we put a lot in your head day by day. You know, and teach. We generally try to teach something new every day.
And what would that boxing academy consist of?
Ground up boxing, athletic training, you know, to physically be strong enough. We need to physically make sure kids are still maintaining in school, you know, because that's number one with the government. We can get nothing back from the government without educational purposes. And we mean to let people know boxing is not a violent sport. Boxing is a science. Everybody portrays boxing as being violence. Boxing is science. You know, you learn that as you go. You know, you can literally make people do what you want them to do. And I think this is the only place that is being taught.
So if you had the opportunity to say something to maybe this youth or this 13-year-old, 8-year-old may, you know, be going through a hard, difficult time at this moment, or a female, or somebody who just have lost hope.
Right.
And and they're looking at you right now, what would you say to them?
I would say there's always hope. There's light at the end of the tunnel, because no matter how far you've become into your depression, there's a way out. You know, there's a way out, because you're not there, you're not by yourself. You think you're by yourself, but until you open up and let people know what's bothering you, people can't help. You don't have to go and spend your money to go to a psychiatrist to get help. They get paid to do what they do. That's what they know. They're going to tell you what you want to hear to get their money. The average individual is going to tell you the truth about what they feel about you for free. So, you know, you just gotta know what you want. Let people know what you want. When people come in here, I ask them physically, what do you want to do? Do you want to box? Do you want to get in shape? Do you want to learn to defend yourself? What is it directly what you want to do? Let me know. And when I know exactly what they want to do, I'm fine with it. I can go with it. We can do exercise programs. We can do boxing programs. We can do mentoring while we're working, let you know you should not be degraded while you're working, telling you how bad you're doing, because you can't get better being negative. You can only be better being given positive thoughts. You know, you can't physically, Floyd never got where he was by everybody telling him he sucked. You can't fight. He never would have got there. We've always been told when we get there. We've never been told we wouldn't get there by this family. We've always been told when we got there.
What would you say your greatest moment?
My greatest moment? I think my greatest moment is actually learning what it feels like to have kids and to really be there to watch your kids grow up. You know, because a lot of us can make them, but we don't take care of them.
I want to thank you.
I want to thank you.
I want to thank you very much.
Thanks
Kids
a lot.
enjoyed themselves, and so did we.
Pleasure to have you guys.
3, 2, 1, cut.
Hey, what's up? We are STI740. My name is Isaac Cherry.
Isaiah Cherry.
So I've been known as Royal Connection. I just want to do a little shout out to my bro, Ken Davis in Washington, D.C.
Just know we holding it down, so check it out. We are young, positive kids doing positive things around the community. Not only that, but we are all around the world. We are young movers and shakers. We are desperately in need of help.
We will be right here on Channel 8 News Daybreak at 6 a.m. Monday, June 29th.
Royal Connection will be releasing their new album called My Walk's Right. You know it's amazing how when you're walking right and doing positive things, how
Everything just
lines out perfectly. Yeah, with that saying, there's 1,000 other things that we could be doing less positive this summer, but we are out here making a good choice with the straight and narrow.
So join the movement and walk right with us and support this positive and inspirational message by going to www.royalconnection.com.
How can they help?
what? Y'all want to know how to help?
Yeah, I want to know.
Alright, donate $1. Check out the video and like it. And pass it on. It's just that simple.
Now that's just on the music side. We have our own TV show, STI740, that shows every week on Saturday, 11 a.m. on channel 30.8.
And if you are a kid and you like what you see, you can too be a part of the music, TV, and radio. Go to www.STI740.com.
So check out this video, Royal Connection, My Walks Right. My Walk Right.
Man, my walk's right and my walk's tight. Gotta do more than just talk right. I'm not all right, but I'm all right. I'm in Air Forces, all white. Hold up, let me check, that's all black. No lies here, just all facts. Here we are now. My faith is up and I'm graced up, but I'm stars down, and that's just how we do it off a Texas kid. The blessings is where the lessons is. One love and I'm reppin' it. If you're really looking for peace, then rest in his. We hit the streets to reach the godless. Show 'em our love till we teach the heartless. No, we didn't start this, but still we will reap the harvest. We on a team, we can't get solved.
My walk's right and my walk's tight. With the word of God, I take flight like JJ, dynamite. He illuminates and gives sight. My Lord saves, and you know this. Over the enemy, he carries me. Now in liberty, I'm walking, and with the joyful noise, I'm talking. He fights for me, so no worries here. When the trials come, I persevere. Won't run in fear, I stand and fight. I'm a king's kid, I'm super tight. Jesus is Lord all day and night, and because of him, my walk's right. Jesus is Lord all day and night, and because of him, my walk's right. Ain't nothing going right. Ain't nothing going right. Ain't nothing going right until I get my walk right. Ain't nothing going right. Ain't nothing going right. Ain't nothing going right until I get my walk.
Man, my walk right, my walk tight. Kingdom representer, I live for Christ. I shine bright cause he's all in me. Every step I take, he walks with me. True radical saint, no time to play. I'm about my kingdom businessman. Every day I'm on a mission journey to reach the lost. Wanna teach and tell everybody about the cross.
Hey, yo, my walk's right, hey, yo, my walk's tight. And the devil knows it until we picks a fight. Because I never come around without a Bible on my hip. And if I get hit, I will never stay down. Did you catch it? Did you get it? Did you understand? We must never back down, lay the smack down. Gotta take the city, gotta go another round. And we do it all in the name of Jesus.
My walk's right, my walk's tight. My game's tight cause I live right. Shine bright, sunlight starts my day off right. I get down on my knees. Holy Spirit filled, it's through him that I bling. Swagged out, chillin' on that supernatural bling. Got my headgear, slice my shield and sword. Armor shined up and now I'm ready to roll. 1,000 on my left, 10,000 on my right. But ain't got no worries, cause I got my walk right.
Ain't nothing going right. Ain't nothing going right until I get my walk right. Ain't nothing going right. Ain't nothing going right. Ain't nothing going right until I get my walk.
Man, oh yeah, my walk's right, my walk's tight. Crucify that flesh like a dog bite, dog fight. Got about that mud cause I'm a lamb, not the hog type. Jesus is the shepherd for his flock, he gave his God life. Yeah, he came down and went back up. Now I try to be like him, not my favorite rapper. Now I try to see like him. Got my holy glasses, my walk tight like skinny jeans. You should pull your pants up.
My walk's right, my walk's tight, my God bright, my stress light. I took flight to new heights. No spite, no mites, all yes, all Christ. Ass toy, I stone snakes all day, all night. The DF dub gospel scene ain't dissected, it's royal connected. You mad, bro? God said it. Jesus coming back like a thief, unexpected. So it's kingdom first, earth second, sin is neglected.
Ain't nothing going right. Ain't nothing going right. Ain't nothing going right until I get my walk right. Ain't nothing going right. Ain't nothing going right. Ain't nothing going right until I get my walk right.
About the interview with Charvis Hollyfied, you know, him and his baby girl Tegan, you know, that was killing it. And man, I ain't even gonna lie, I was trying to ask Charvis a question, and his daughter like freaking Riley Curry. I couldn't say nothing. What I heard answering first.
It was like,
I mean, if you wanted your interview, say something, bro. You get your own interview. Boy, shut up, real talk. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know. Then I was like, you know what? How about we get her interview? T. When I went to do the interview, she was running out. I'm like, what you doing? Can't do all that, but run that. I was like, nah, bro, run that. Ooh.
Running big. We were confused.
But nah, for real, I really think Charvis had some really deep things to say. You know, he was saying how his soulmate takes care.
Soulmate.
He was saying how his soulmate takes care of Tegan while he's out here boxing. And what he does is, he pays her back. His whole check.
His whole...
I mean, he brings her to the gym because they didn't have no money to afford a babysitter. And if you think about it, everyone up there, even if they're not doing nothing, everyone's watching over each other's kid up there. So it is a... No, I'm not gonna say that. No, I'm gonna say that.
What?
No,
What you gonna say? What you gonna
I'm
say?
not gonna say it because then I'm gonna say it. Ooh.
Oh! You fresh.
I don't think.
But I'm fresher. Well, what I said about, I mean, Travis, he over there holding, I mean, Charvis.
You gonna mess up?
Charvis.
That's disrespectful, though.
My bad, bro. You know, Charvis is out there holding it down, bro. I mean, he got a daughter, and he got a soulmate. Okay. Anyways, he gotta support them, and by boxing, that's how he feels that it's bringing them back together. I mean, and during the interview, we asked him, what is it like to be a boxer but still have a connection with your family? He said, it's great, man. It's like he don't know what else to do because it's awesome. I don't even know what I could do with a daughter and a soulmate like that and support it while being a boxer. I don't know what I can do. But you know what? Charvis is doing. And that would be my role model if I was just like him. Hey, it's STI740. My name is Isaiah Cherry.
This is Charvis Hollyfied.
And I'm Isaac Cherry. And today we have Charvis Hollyfied, and he's a champion boxer, am I correct?
Yeah, I'm just starting out of my professional career. I'm a champion at heart.
Champion at heart. And you know, I just want to start by asking you, what is it like to have a daughter and be boxing at the same time?
It's a struggle for me, but I make it work. Mom's at work. I'm here every day with her. We don't have a solid babysitter, so I take her with me everywhere. So she's with me like 90% of the time.
So how is boxing relating to your daughter-father relationship?
Boxing is something that I've always done. I've been doing it since I was about 8 years old, off and on, until I was like 16, then I started getting real serious. And I had a couple setbacks, I don't want to get into details about that, but I'm here now. I got a daughter, she's 2 years old, and she motivates me, It motivates me to go harder and harder every day.
So was the boxing, like, did it begin because you were a fighter, or you just kind of worked your way into it?
I worked my way into it because my father, he was a 5th degree black belt in Taekwondo. So when I was little, he was training in Taekwondo. I loved fighting. So and after that, he stopped doing it. Then I found a boxing gym in my hometown, and I went there. I liked it. And during karate, like during Taekwondo, my dad would always pull me to the side and work with my hands.
So, how is it boxing in this gym while you're boxing to see your daughter? What did that do to you?
Like I said, it gives me more motivation. Makes me pick it up, bring it down. Like if I get tired, I look at her and I'm like, no, I'm not tired. She motivates me like really. She motivates me. My biggest motivation factor right here.
So what about your mental health with your daughter?
My mental health, she keeps me straight. Like she keeps me out of trouble. I'm at home with her all the time. I'm constantly thinking about her and succeeding. So all that's on my mind is feeding her and succeeding.
So what was your childhood like?
My childhood, everybody got little sketches in their childhood. I'd say mine was a little. It was okay. Like, it wasn't perfect. I didn't have both parents growing up, but I had both of them. Like they didn't live together, raise me, but I spent time with both of them. They did their part. They did what they could. This is where I'm at now.
So, how did you support yourself and your daughter before you were boxing?
Before I was boxing, I was a college student. I went to Bowling Green State University in Ohio. That's when we're really from Ohio. And I got married. My wife, she's a nail technician, and she takes care of a lot of stuff right now while I'm training. And then when I fight, I usually just give her all the money that she's getting for my name. And it just balances out everything.
So, what would you say would be your biggest struggle?
My biggest struggle is having free time. You need some free time, like to go clear your mind sometimes, go think, like you can't just always be working out. You gotta enjoy your life while you're living it too. So I really don't have any free time. I got my daughter, I got my wife, she's at work. And when she's off work, we spend time together, and that's probably the most free time we get. Like, we like to take vacations and stuff, but right now that's not on the agenda.
So, if you could go back in your life and change anything, what would you change?
I would change I think I came out of this fine. Everything happens for a reason. That's just how it is. You know, you can't do nothing about the past. Don't hope you can change something, but you can't change it. You just gotta deal with it, bro. With it. It's like boxing, bro, with the punches and counters.
So what would you say be your biggest regret?
My biggest regret would be not finishing college.
If you were to finish college, how much better do you think you would be in?
I think I would have a better mindset of a backup plan for when I'm done boxing.
What's your daughter's name?
Her name is Tegan.
Tegan?
Yeah.
A very busy marriage who got much more than she bargained. What you are not getting is any money. In this case, you failed to convince us that the defendant's conduct was responsible for your pneumonia. The pictures of
I'm from Fremont, Ohio. I'm one of the only people out of my town to actually leave that town and go do something with myself because I believe this. So right now I'm out here on the win and I'm making my dreams come true. And you know, I just gotta keep going. That's what you gotta do. You gotta keep going. If you got a dream, go with it. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. They tried to tell me, man, you're not doing that. That's you. That's you telling me that. So I'm not gonna listen to that. So I know what I can do. I know what I'm capable of. And it's got me this far, and I'm not stopping now.
So what would you tell that kid who people are also telling they can't do this or they can't do that? What would you say to them to keep them going?
I would say, just believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, that's all you need. You don't need nobody else. You got yourself. As for struggle, I don't like struggle. I hate struggle. I hate being poor. I hate but the thing about being poor, it teaches you appreciation. I appreciate everything that I have, everything that I ever had. I appreciate the life that I have. I appreciate the family that I have. I appreciate the house that we live in, the car I drive, the food. You know, I appreciate every single thing that I have. I don't take nothing for granted. Because I know what it's like to not have those things, not have anything. I am looking for sponsorship. It's just I'm not totally sure what sponsors do. I'm not the type to ask for something, you know what I'm saying? I don't like asking for handouts or anything like that. But that's not what I'm saying sponsorship is. I know the sponsorship will help. You know what I'm saying? They'll help you with whatever it is that you need help with. And, you know, I just always was the type to get it on my own. I got it some kind of way.
So go ahead and tell everybody out there your name so they know who you are.
I'm Charvis Hollyfied. I'm from Fremont, Ohio. I now reside in Las Vegas. I train at the Mayweather Boxing Club. I've been out here for 2 years. And I'm just out here making my dreams come true to help me, to guide me, showing me how to do these things. I'm following directions.
So how exactly can they reach out to you?
You can reach out to me at Facebook, Charvis Hollyfied, or Instagram at Charvis Hollyfied. And I don't have a Twitter or
Alright, so this is STI740 with Charvis Hollyfied Trio. We are signing off. STI740.
Thank you. Like a track later.
And Trio.
I'll see why. Come back tomorrow.
And you say what again? And what? And what is that you have in your hand? Oh, really? Really? What you got in your hand? Let me see what it looks like. What's on the front of it? Oh, okay. Oh, all right. And you want to say, what's your name? All right.
Well, you got the guys who are in the gym and they're trying to get huge and big, which sometimes that's a little unnatural. I think most people just want to be healthy and live a good quality of life, and that's where I come in.
So it's like Spider-Man. You're strong, but you ain't strong.
There you go. Yeah, that's good. I like that. I like that analogy.
School, I think school should have been canceled because some of those kids that didn't want to write or were scared of other kids who were writing, they were in danger, and so were the teachers and the faculty there. And if they were there, they would have destroyed the school. And that's in Baltimore. They don't have that many schools there, so I think it was a good idea to cancel school.
Crazy, do the mumble like a crazy, with a mumble like a crazy, mumble, 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 mumble like a crazy, mumble. Crazy, do the mumble like a crazy with a crazy, do the mumble like a crazy with a all you calabrese, do the mumble like a crazy with a all you calabrese, do the mumble like a crazy with a all you calabrese, do the mumble like a crazy with a all you calabrese.